Yeah. Okay.
And this one was like,
Of course.
yeah.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening. It is 8:09 again. Apologies, we're running a little bit behind schedule. However, I am Ian. This is my lovely wife.
Rachel.
We are a big family life in the Simpson family home and 4S of the Simpson family. The 4S representing faith, family, food, and fitness. Faith because we believe we can do all things through Him who loves us. Family because aside from God, there's nothing and no one more important on this earth. Food because food is medicine, and fitness because we believe that overall wellness can be achieved by pursuing and maintaining a strong mind, soul, and body. Hence, 4Fs, to manifest our best lives by grace under God. This is Real Talk, and tonight's topic is
when narcissists push boundaries.
when narcissists push boundaries. What's on your heart, Paul?
It's a little bit of everything. For me, what comes to mind is, or what has I've seen, is usually when you're on social media. And everybody, I like to say everybody has their opinion and right to their own opinion, as long as if two people are having difference of opinions, then like typically there should be nobody has to be right or nobody has to be wrong. It's like just agree to disagree at that point, because a lot of people like to push their push their opinion on somebody where it's not really wanted, or there's any kind of regard for it. Or then it's like somebody will post something, like they'll share something of themselves,
Right.
but then you have people coming in to correct
Or
correct
offer
them,
judgment.
or offer judgment. And it's like at that point it's like pushing those boundaries of other people. So they also like to the conflict, like it's very conflictual. And so
Good evening. God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'd love to sit and have wine and good conversation. I mean, life is just about fellowship and making connections, isn't it? Fellowship and making connections. God bless you. I like the statue behind. Thank you. It's interesting. It was a lighting issue. Thank you. It was a lighting issue, and I had to put something back there to kind of attract the attention of the camera so that it would focus and give us more better lighting. Oddly enough, we found that at a garage sale when that was still a thing, when we could still do some things like that. He has a partner. I'm very fond of it as well. It's the funny thing is, the first year that we got it, for whatever reason, I left it outside in the elements. And the wind and the rain it was because we had a gazebo type setup in the backyard, and they were kind of out there because we spent a lot of time out there. So he's a little bit worn and such, and he's got cracks in the arms and so on. However, yes, we're very fond of him. Hi from Nova Scotia. Thank you for the follow. God bless you. Hello, Nova Scotia. We are in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. God bless you. Receive these blessings. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Is that your brother? He's a little bit, my gene pool is a little bit taller. Regina. Hello from Regina. Hello, God bless you. My name is Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. I'm Ian.
I'm
This is
Rachel.
my lovely, right? Community, fellowship, relationships. We just saw someone yesterday was with us from Regina. Was it you as well?
It was this morning.
This morning, okay. Vancouver, here we
Oh,
go.
wow.
Winnipeg, what's the weather like? You know what? It's not Toronto Mans Deminata. Oh, Splesso. It's not bad. It's Winnipeg, right? Just wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
it was like so beautiful yesterday.
Right?
And like I actually spent 2 hours outside.
Oh, wow.
And then
Yes.
today I'm not even going outside.
Our training video this morning was indoors because it was it goes up, it goes down. How's CV treating us? Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, we continue to manifest our best lives by grace. The Jamaican accent is still, yeah man, we can turn it down and off already now, so we did it out there, you know. So we did it over here, you know. That's how we did. You know what? Yeah, I mean, see, actually, I'd like to speak on this for a moment if I could, because this gentleman, this visitor asked, and I shouldn't say gentleman, because I can't actually see, I apologize, I can't actually see the avatar or the profile picture to see if it's male or female, so apologies for that. How is COVID treating us? And the answer to that question is that when this all started, our personal, this particular journey for the Simpson family started when COVID started, because we saw something that didn't sit well in our spirits, that didn't sit well in our soul. There was a very negative and pervasive atmosphere in the world. Excuse me, my display pic is me and my late husband. Oh, God bless you. I'm so sorry to hear that you've lost your husband. And so where we were was that, there was just all this negativity when COVID hit. And it was actually a thing, because I was a presence on social media prior to that, and for years and years, ever since Facebook was been around. And I was seeing things like, when the lockdown hit, I was seeing things like, I don't know how I'm going to get off my couch, how am I going to get out of the door, I'm going to gain so much weight, this, that, and that. And the whole atmosphere was just so negative surrounding everything, really, that it became pervasive. And so we as a family made a conscious decision to say that God has brought us to this, so we will be better for having gone through it, because we believe that that is God's plan for our lives, and that is how we plan on manifest. So before we put, they say when you put God first in your life, you see opportunity instead of obstacles. You see opportunities instead of obstacles. So where COVID has been an obstacle for the rest of the world, for us it became an opportunity to get closer together as a family, to work on our relationship with God, to work on our relationships with each other, and just to generally become better, try to become better people. So how has COVID treated us?
It's been a mix.
It's a mixed blessing.
Yeah.
It's been a mixed blessing.
Yeah.
Because,
I would say that. It's a mixed blessing,
because there's always a blessing in the lesson. And COVID definitely for the world has been a lesson. Right? There definitely has, whatever your conviction of belief, I think that we can agree that for the world, COVID, good morning, Hulk, good to see you. I think good evening for us. Good evening for you too. I don't know why I said good morning. Red evening.
And that's what COVID did to us.
Right? My memory. No.
It's all of a sudden it's Friday.
Right? Yeah, it sped up time.
It sped up time.
COVID sped up time. It did. And so the lesson, I think that whatever the conviction of belief of COVID, what it is, whatever the conviction of belief on that area, I think that we can agree that it changed everything. I think that's a fair statement. It changed everything. And as such, the Simpson family made a conscious decision that when the world changes, generally, you can either change with it or get left behind. And we have 10 children in the home. And so getting left behind was not an option. And so we figured we had to change with the world. And so we did. And we took that negative energy and we turned it into something positive, something beautiful, really. Because when you put God first, you no longer, as I say, you no longer see obstacles. You no longer see the glass as being half empty. While you might not see the glass as being half full, you certainly see it as an opportunity to get another half glass of juice. Can I say that again?
Sorry.
While you may not see the glass as being half full, you certainly can see it as being an opportunity as getting another half glass of juice. So instead of seeing obstacles, you see opportunity when you put God first. Because I know the plans that He has for my life. Plans to prosper me and grow me. Not to diminish me, but to prosper me. And I trust that.
She responded.
Her husband had died passed the 3rd, 2020, blood clot in the lung. God bless you.
And she also said that we must remember to live in the present.
God bless you.
And that
God
is
bless you,
the
your
most
loss.
important thing, is to live in the present, because so many times, and I've struggled with this, that being in the our therapist told us it told us that is it anxiety is. I know, I'm waiting for that one, but
Well, I'm sorry, we'll get to you. I spoke longer than I should have. Apologies, I have to give my wife an opportunity to air her thoughts.
yeah,
God
no,
bless
you're
you for
gonna
understanding.
you're and this is where I always fail, when I have to repeat what I've heard.
I'm sorry.
No, okay, are you gonna write it down for me?
Yeah.
So it's anxiety. Is it anxiety?
I got you.
Yeah,
I got
thank
you.
you.
I got you.
Do it then.
You want me to?
Yeah.
So
But
we had a therapy session today, and over the course of this entire thing, mental health is that important. When you're talking about trauma and so on and so forth, no stigma, no shame in the Simpson family. We have a therapist. She's wonderful. She's absolutely spectacular, and she has helped us to deal with the stresses of this new world that we live in. And so she said that when you're talking about trauma and things like that. The importance of being in the present. Depression is often rooted. Depression is often rooted in worry, worry about the past. Regret, if you would, regret in the past. Depression is often rooted in regret about the past. Anxiety is often rooted in a worry about the future, right? And that's the importance of being in the present and just trying to live in the moment, because this is where God is. I read something wonderful on my journey not long ago in 2015. I was in jail. I was incarcerated, yeah. And it says that, don't look for me, to paraphrase, don't look for me in the past. I'm not there. Don't look for me in the future. Oh no, don't look for me in the past. I'm not there. My name is not I was. Don't look for me in the future. My name is not I will be. Look for me here in the present, because I am. Right here in the present. Go.
And that's what I was trying to convey in my message, and thank you for helping me.
I got you, baby.
But I want to. Chris, he's like, COVID made me spend more time with my wife. That wasn't the plan.
It's a pandemic, Chris. He had to spend more time with the wife. God bless you. And Toronto man them say, yeah man, a 2 football team. No man, that's not even, no man, a 2 basketball team we have. 2 basketball team. Yeah man, we play some ball. We have 12 youth them. The big boy is 6'8", 245 pounds. Him little brother 6'6", 190 pounds. The 2 of them play basketball. So, look for them. Look for them. Yeah, we got 2 basketball teams. It's funny because I coach basketball. I used to coach basketball. Hi, how are you? God bless you. Gunshot. And you should know, Toronto man, them, that Hulk Hogan here, Chris Hogan, has been in the music industry for 20 plus years. And he's been all over Jamaica in the reggae industry. He even been to Tivoli Garden. Even been to Tivoli Garden. Yeah, I lived on Tuareg Crescent, because I said that I live in Tivoli Garden, but no, I live kitty corner to Tivoli Garden on Tuareg Crescent. And down the road from Tuareg Crescent now, remember there's a big zinc gate still, and you go through the gate, and a pure bad man go through the gate. Nothing but bad man go through the gate. So I never went through the gate. I was a kid. I never went through the gate. I mean, I didn't get within spitting distance of that gate. Again, these are the memories from my childhood, and I can't tell you if they're actually real or not. That's what trauma will do, right? Never been to Jamaica. What's it like? I came here when I was 8 years old. So, a lot of the memories that I have, it's so interesting, because I think as a child, when we remember things, everything is bigger. As a child, that's fair, right? And then you go back and you see stuff, and it's like, it's so small. I remember that it was
I was born in a small town called Pimento Walk, just outside Uchi. A lot of people that come from the St. Anne's, Jamaica, by Don River Falls. However, I grew up in Mobile a little bit, Rock District. We have a farm just across the street, right? I would love to go to Jamaica one day, maybe after COVID. Yeah, right. Dangerous, beautiful, great people, food. People can be kind, have a approach. Yeah, I mean Jamaica is more Jamaica is more of a mentality. It's more of a way of life. Like I mean, if you wanna, like I mean, back when I was a kid coming up, like the one word that was used to describe Jamaica, and I loved it, was irie. Everybody knew what irie was. You know, how you doing, man? Irie. You know, that was the one when I was a kid. You know, I love you, baby. I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna give you a hug. Hold up. That was the one thing that everybody would, you know, when you went to Jamaica, you come back and you're singing Bob Marley and everything irie. That was the one thing. It's not like, I don't think it's like that anymore. It's been a while for me. However, yeah. This is 8:30, so this is kind of how it go at this time in the Simpson family home. The littles parade through to say their good nights, and yeah. Got the wall protector.
Corner protector.
What's that? Yeah, that's new, right? Yeah, we had to get it's a camera thing. It was a camera issue. You want to say good night?
Just a second.
Right.
A third person
Night.
index.
And good night.
All right. Good night, son.
Then
Yeah.
I told Josh this is 8:25.
Yeah. Oh, so you had to be first.
Yeah. So he went walking down.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? And then I tried going upstairs. He runs up the stairs and I'm like,
Oh, he faked you out so you could be first.
yeah.
You fell for it, huh? Yeah. Good night, baby girl. You want to say good night?
Good night.
All right. Good night.
Night.
Love
I
you.
don't know what that was. I can't tell.
Fun journey. Oh, we did that. Ernie Smith, Dopia Gunman. Beautiful children. We received that. Thank you. God bless you. Don't miss early bedtime. No, that's man. That's one. We keep a schedule.
We keep a schedule,
a tight
and
ship in the Simpson family home.
we're kind of early. We go to bed early.
Right
in
after
this
the
house.
kids, most
like,
nights.
Yeah, after we're done on here, it's
Bedtime.
like bedtime. And for me, it's like I gotta watch my little bit of movie, whatever TV show I'm into.
Yeah, to unwind.
And I fall asleep.
Yeah.
So don't ask me what the storyline is. It's just kind of a mind-numbing
Exercise.
exercise so I can go to bed. Yeah, so the topic today.
Right. Real talk. Right. So tonight's topic again was when narcissistic personalities push boundaries.
Yeah, but what really brought it to my, to my
To your
heart,
heart.
to speak on it is the ability of people that actually use social media as a way to be conflictual.
Bullies.
Yeah, because it's like if somebody will be posting something, sharing something of themselves,
Right.
and then somebody jumps in and, has this negative view, and it's like either support them or keep scrolling.
Yeah.
However, it seems, I don't know if it has to be that people are home all the time and they're just looking for entertainment or looking
That's
for,
part of it.
and I always just go to that narcissistic person.
Yeah.
I kind of label them that because they're looking for conflict.
You all live life experience, right?
Yeah, and sometimes it's like pushing those boundaries, and for me, I have a hard time when, somebody, so I always disengage.
Yeah.
Go ahead, babe, you're smiling.
No, please finish your thought. No, finish your thought.
And so, yeah, I disengage from a lot of conversations because it's like, I have no intention of being right.
Right.
And
Desire.
yeah. And so it's like, even what I feel or what I, think is a part of my processes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm totally fine if you disagree because I can learn from you.
Right. No. And and Chris said,
Chris in our comedic interlude here. My wife says time for bed. I have to pull the camper around for her. She don't fit in the bed. Come here, Puddin. Come here, Puddin. Good night. My goodness. Oh, the grip on this one. The grip. Oh, too
I can't
strong.
imagine what you pay for conditioner.
Right, with all that back hair. Never mind conditioner, the plumbing bill. All the clogged pipes. Oh, I love you, Puddin. Say goodnights. Say goodnight. What you got? Oh, right. No, what am I thinking? Mon Dieu, what was I thinking? We have to do. It's a little bit dry. Okay, where's the spritzer? We have to do our Callie's plant report, right? Progress report on her. First of all, Daddy must have been slacking today. So.
I've been slacking.
No, I mean, no. There we go. So today is day.
Oh, she just gave me the finger and left the room.
Oh no! Oh no! She heard us say those horrible things. Oh no, Chris. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Hogan. We love you.
We're sorry.
You're sorry. No. However, this is Callie's plant. This is day. Giggles. We planted this last McGee. I think we're about day 10, close to 2 weeks because we planted it last week Saturday. So we're close to 2 weeks. Auntie Lana says good night, Blue.
Good night.
And over here, so let her see you. Come let her see you. That's it, baby.
Night.
All right. And so this is and we're I think it's doing great. It's almost time to repot. And now maybe someone can tell me because there were several seeds inside of here.
I think there's another. Oh no, that's the
No,
one
I
the
think-
dog ripped out.
Okay, so there's a handful of seeds. There's 5 like the dogs get into my plants. He says he's fine. You got a sandwich. Oh man. Oh, I love you. Man.
There's this one TikTok I see, and it's like pro marriage tips. As soon as your wife walks in the door, tell her you're hungry. You're doing a public service for yourself and the children that she's gonna make supper. She just came home from work, so now they're waiting for supper.
So there were.
I gotta get up.
There were, maybe someone can help me. There were 5 or so seeds. 7. She's on it. There were 7 seeds in the package. And I just kind of dumped them all in there.
I dumped them all.
We dumped them all in there, covered them with soil, and now they're growing. And so I have a concern that there may be 7 individual plants growing here. And so...
Are we supposed to split them up?
Should we plant them all separately? Should we do that? Should we replant them and repot them separately? Or just let God continue to do what he wants to do with them? I'm inclined to just allow God to do what he wants to do. However, it is a school project, so if any advice, like if Jody shows up, maybe she can help us. All right, baby blue. And that is the nightly report on the progress of Baby Blue's sunflower plant.
Our progress.
Our progress on Baby
boy.
Blue's sunflower plants. All right, Blue. Love
Night.
you. Good night, good night.
Oh, look at. He said his grandmother used to put tobacco in her soil. Oh, what's wrong?
I'm waiting for more. I'm waiting for the why. Is it the nitrates inside the tobacco or the nitrogen inside the tobacco is good for the soil, for the composition, the soil composition? When did you get back here? Why are you back here? You already said your good nights. What's going on?
Waiting.
Waiting for what?
The boys.
Oh, Jordan has kicked them out.
Go brush your teeth. You have time to
Yeah.
go brush your teeth, please.
Jordan, no joke. Yeah, no. I think
just
it has
wanna know
something to
why.
do with. It probably has something to do with. I mean, you put a lot of things in your soil because it's like compost, right? You just to release nitrates into the. I used to haul ammonia for Paul's hauling,
in 2014, before the Great Fall. I was driving truck for Paul's Hauling, and one of the things, hazmat, something in the tobacco that makes it grow why tobacco leaves are so big. Okay. And hazmat, hazardous material, hazmat training, et cetera, and I used to haul ammonia, and this stuff was deathly, like I mean, insta death. If you were exposed to it for any amount of time. And you wouldn't believe what ammonia is used for. You might be surprised if I told you. And if you know, then you won't be. However, the ammonia in diluted amounts is used to fertilize the ground before they plant the crops. This stuff will kill you in seconds. And we're eating it. That seemed odd to me.
Oh, I just got the end of that.
Ammonia.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
It transports as a liquid. You load it into the tankers as a liquid. However, it's pressurized, so if there's a leak, it releases as a gas. It releases into the atmosphere as a gas. So when you're loading and offloading, you have to be in full hazmat suit, mask, oxygen masks, etc., etc.
Auntie Lana said good night.
Oh, Auntie.
My Auntie Lana.
Yeah, just let her see her.
Your face.
Oh.
Good night, Sandra. My wife just asked why there's a trap door near her bed. Now I just smiled. I just smiled. Why is there a trap door beside her bed?
Auntie's like LOL.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're talking, I mean, and I think that it's lovely what you just said, like, and being able to just enter a situation with no desire to really be right, however, more of a desire to just to share an exchange of information, to say that this is either an opportunity to learn or potentially an opportunity to teach. And so if you enter into a situation, and I try to enter situations, I do, and however, I mean, I'm honestly, encounters can be somewhat conflictual because I'm a black man, and I don't.
No, I would like to say he has respect for words.
I have a great respect for words.
So he uses words
very carefully and intentionally.
And he's straight to the point. He doesn't, and this is where we differ personality wise.
Correct.
Like he likes getting straight to the point.
Correct.
Like if I'm asking for something, he wants like, okay, you want what? Like, tell me, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then me, I'm like, I gotta go through
the backstory.
I kind of give the longer version. It's funny though, I can write essays for school and just be straight to the point.
Right.
But then I have no.
And then she'll come to me and I'll add
fluff.
I'll add the fluff. And the thing is that, and it's so interesting because it's a total role revert when it comes to writing. Well, that's different. But the spoken word now, and we did that segment, words have meaning. And the thing is, I don't care for the Game of Thrones, if you would. I don't care for the game of words. I don't care for it. I'd rather say what I mean and mean what I say. And I feel that as long as I temper my words with kindness and good conscientious responsibility and dignity, then I'm generally speaking okay. People want to dance. They want to dance, and especially in a situation where I'm coming to you for information. So if you cannot help me, it's very useful to me that you let me know so I can move on to the next person that potentially could. Because the only thing that I really have of any real value is my time. And I would much rather invest my time in my family than waste it here with you trading meaningless words.
Those are interactions out in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's so interesting because like I'll do the whole dance with people, like the etiquette of okay, hello, how are you,
Right.
this and that, kind of all the niceties. and then get to the what needs to be said.
And these aren't social interactions. I mean,
These
I
are-
don't mean that these are I'm not that way in my social circle. These are professional interactions
Yeah.
where I'm either paying for a service or something along those lines, or I meet an appointment or something along those lines. It's a business interaction.
But yeah, I do the whole how are you, and yeah, having a whole conversation before I actually get to what. And he's like, just get to the point. I said, I've tried and I struggle so hard because then I come off as just cold. And he goes, that wasn't right. Like, it's just funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has a way of words. So when it comes to any kind of, he'll state his position, and then somebody will state their position, and he'll ask questions as to, okay, so what was A, B, and whatever. And if they don't have that information available, like they're just plainly saying, okay, this is what I think, but they don't have anything to, any evidence to support or whatever, or research to support their idea or their opinion,
Or their position.
that's when they become emotional. And
Very
then,
well said.
then
Yeah.
emotions, they speak out of emotion instead of
Because
rationality.
they have no facts to back up their
Yeah.
position, or they don't even really know why they feel the way that they do. But that's not it.
Is it? No.
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
point. As an example, though, in my lived life experience, my phone died. No, that's fine, Chris. As an example, in my lived life experience, I was ticketed once. I was working downtown. I was working downtown doing a little bit of construction for a small construction. I mean, it was a small team, and we were working down on. And jumped in, no seatbelt, got pulled over by the cops, got a ticket for the no seatbelt. It's fine, I got a ticket for the no seatbelt. The problem occurs, I was in the wrong, I accept that. I was in the wrong. The problem occurs now where the officer decides that she not only wants to give me a ticket, she now wants to give me a lecture on whatever, right? And my position is quite simply, well, you can give me the ticket, or you can give me the lecture. You really can't do both because now you're just trying to waste my time. I'm at work. I'm on my lunch break. I got things to do. If you want to talk about it, then we could talk about it. But you already done gave me the tickets on this. You gave me the ticket. I'm upset. I'm emotional. You want to give me a lecture too? That doesn't really work. Yes, my duff.
The boys aren't getting out of the room
What do you mean?
because Jordan said give us 10 minutes.
No, please go handle that. We're on air here.
Don't get into trouble.
Sorry about that, folks. The big boys are Jordan downstairs.
They're trying to pull the big card when they know.
Yeah, this is. Excuse me a moment. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Yeah. Do I just look at the cameras?
No, carry on with the topic, please.
It's
on
funny.
with the topic,
I'm like here all by myself.
Sorry.
So it comes down to personality types, and for me, it's when I'm I see it going on, I just keep scrolling, even if I don't feel like what they say is, if there's even any truth to it, or if there's even any validation, whatever, because they're allowed to have their opinion, and I'm fine, and it's just being respectful of that other person, and then I just keep scrolling. However, how do you deal with the ones that want to get their 2 cents in and are disrespectful, in engaging in the conversation? For me, the narcissistic personality really plays.
Mercedes, come.
You coming, baby?
Yes.
Yeah, narcissistic people are, then play victim. And that's what I found. Oh, I wanted to talk to you about
Yeah,
that.
Jordan,
maybe.
you may be right. Apologies. I'm in the middle of a broadcast. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She's taking your papers and then.
Oh boy. So yeah, like narcissistic. I wanted to talk to you about that.
I went down there and I told those teenage boys that I come down here to either kick butt or chew gum. And I was fresh out of gum. I think that's Roddy Piper in what's the name of that movie where he gets the glasses?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can't
know
remember the
that
name of
one.
that movie, where he sees the world as it actually is. Yeah, it's a really interesting movie. I've never actually seen it, but I've been hearing about it. Maybe you know what this movie here, Chris. It's Roddy Piper, the wrestler from the 80s and 90s, and it's a movie back in the 80s and 90s, and he gets this pair of sunglasses, and when he puts them on, he sees the world as the world actually is, and when he takes them off, he's in the spell again, if you would. I can't remember the name of that movie. I've been hearing about it for years. It's been at the heart of a great many conspiracy theories for years and years. However, back to the topic at hand here, when we're saying we're dealing with narcissistic, where did you want to?
No, I was. There was a video I had seen the other day in regards to narcissistic people. That there's actually not even, you can't even diagnose them. Like you can diagnose anxiety, you can diagnose depression, you know, all these. But it's also one of those things you can't really diagnose because narcissistic people don't even see what they're doing is wrong.
Correct.
And
Live
so
life experience.
yeah,
Yeah.
so they, and then so if you like diagnose them, then all of a sudden now they're the victim. Which is so it's kind of like crazy because it's like you can call them out as to being wrong. However, in their mind it's like, oh no, you're attacking me. Do you get like that? And that's where a lot of those conversations go. Is because they feel like they're under attack, and then that's when the emotions become involved, and then once you're emotional, then you become irrational.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never a good idea to try to. I mean, I don't think it's ever a good idea to try to win an argument. I don't think it's not effective communication if we're trying to win. You know, and I think that compromise becomes the word of the day, the order of the day, if you would. And I think we've all had to deal with narcissistic personalities on our own journey. Hey, good evening, God bless you. We appreciate you stopping in to say hello. My neighbor is a sicko, always the victim. Guy's fried, I stay far away, very far. And I think that is the best way to deal with a narcissistic personality, is to, if you are able, disentangle.
That's very important.
If you are able, disentangle. And life is complicated. And so I tread very carefully when I offer that. Life is complicated. At least mine has been. And I was entangled with a narcissistic personality for 25 years. That's a quarter of a century. Half my life. I'll be 50 this summer. And life is complicated. And when you are entangled, even more so complicated. And the reasons why one would stay, again, even more complicated. However, I would say this. There is life after a relationship or an experience with a narcissistic ex. There is life, and there is life abundantly. And if I'm speaking to anyone in this moment, I know that the scenario may be bleak. However, if you are strong enough to weather the storm, and it's so difficult. Every situation is so different. It's all so very complicated. And narcissists can be so very charming when they need to be. And if you are able, I believe the best way to deal with a narcissist is to disentangle. And I know that, questions, are your kids together? I'm curious. Questions, are they all your kids together? And don't be sorry. Yeah, no, we're a blended family. We are a blended family. Mm-hmm. And I'll let you take the rest of that question, Linda.
So yeah, when we met, we both brought children to our relationship and our marriage. We have 10.
Mm-hmm.
I had 6 from my previous. He had 4 from his previous, and now we're all together.
Right.
And we have one viewer asking why we're not wearing masks 6 feet. She's my wife. Same household. I know that in Ontario they've restricted the numbers in Zoom meetings now. So now you can only, actually they made it in some places, they made it mandatory to wear masks while you're in the Zoom meeting, and they're restricting the numbers that can attend an online meeting. And that makes sense to you. God bless you. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
God bless you. Yeah, we are the same household. We are not in our, where we live, we are not required to. That was a really weird question.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Not too many people have the balls to take on 10 people.
Hey, you know what? I have always loved children. I just love children. I ask me how many kids I have. As many as God will bless me with. It's just a thing for me, man. I mean, kids keep you young, huh? They just, and for me, it was an opportunity to do a better job than I did the first time. Because I knew I was going to have an opportunity to be a father again when I got out of jail. I just didn't know exactly what it was going to look like. And
I was like, surprise, 6.
Right? 6 more. And I was like, word, high five. Let's go, get it. 10. That's like 2 basketball teams. And that's what I was saying earlier, is that like I've been coaching basketball for years. And I've coached teams where I could have used some of these kids. And I'm telling you, I've coached teams where I couldn't even run a scrimmage in practice because we only had 7 or 8 players. You know what I mean? Like, and that was the whole squad. So now I got 2 full squads. I mean, yeah, we it's on. I mean, we do the thing here in the Simpson home. We do. Yeah. And so I hope that answered your question about why we're not wearing masks. It was an odd question. However, your conviction of belief is your own, and I'm not here to challenge it.
And I think one of the things with our children too is that, 3 of them are adults already.
Yes.
And we have another one becoming an adult in December.
Correct.
And so we also have, like, our youngest is 8. So we're not
That's right.
waking up with newborns or
Not yet.
not yet. So it's like right now we're able to do activities with the kids because of their age. And it's because they're also so well behaved.
They're great.
Like they do chores, they're, very actively involved. So it's not like we're doing a lot of work, but we all work together.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, so it's we
Teamwork
all
makes the
put
dream work.
in our work
Yeah.
our own responsibilities, but we help out where we're needed. It's not just one person doing it all. It's like they offer to help. Like, oh, if I'm folding laundry, then the girls will. I don't have to call them. They just kind of come in and make themselves useful.
And the thing is that I was a boy dad previously, and now I'm a girl dad. Best thing in the world. I've always wanted daughters, and now I'm blessed with Fordham. And this past winter, when it was we were blessed enough to order. Gotta run, Chris. As always, wipe and stay off the pipe. Peace, folks. Appreciate you so much. God bless you. God bless you, Chris. Thanks for stopping in. And it was always when it was time to set up something. We built the gym in the garage over the holidays, and it was cold. It was like average minus 40 degrees in the garage there. Putting stuff together, putting equipment together, and it's like it was Mom, because Mom had to be out there because Mom was the eyes of the operation, because I'm a dude, man. I don't read instructions, And it's like, I'll put something together, you leave it up to me, man, I'll put it together, and there'll be like lots of stuff left over. I'll be like, look at all these extra pieces, babe, we can use this for the next stuff we buy. You know? So it's always best when she's there so that I can actually put it together properly. So she'd be there reading, telling me, no, that screw goes the other way, and I'm there, oh, my fingers are cold and numb. And I mean, it was the girls, man. It was the girls that came out to help Dad in the cold, and they wouldn't leave me there. If I was out there, they was out there. And I mean, I tell you, man, I mean, like the big guy Noah, right? 6'8", 245. If ever we in a fight, he got that. He'll handle that. You know what I mean? He'll handle that.
Wait, but then there's Callie. That's a whole new level.
Like, don't say nothing bad about me in front of Kelly.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I can't even like joke around because
don't do it. No, don't do it, man. She'll be up your behind in half a second. Yeah.
She's still mad at me about this morning.
She a spark plug. She just a firebrand. She fearless. She's just absolutely fearless. Like, I mean, that young, she gonna grow up to be the most confident person in this entire world, and that just makes my heart swell. She is absolutely fearless. She believes she can do anything,
and she can do anything.
and she can.
That's the most amazing thing.
Yeah, man,
You know, just giving your children that opportunity to hone the skills that they love. And that they have, you know, that gifting in, because if you don't feed into what they require,
their giftings.
Yeah, they're giftings, because everybody has one or two unique gifts that they're given.
Unique.
Very unique. So it's like,
You okay?
yeah, no, it's just the feeding their gifts.
Oh.
Feeding their gifts, like it, because without their gifts, they'll be constantly searching. So it's, you know, better to recognize your children's gifts at a younger age.
Feed into it if you're
And feed
able.
into it.
If you're able. You don't gotta spend tons of cash. You don't. You don't have to buy gadgets and trinkets. I mean, maybe feeding into your child's gifts, maybe just sitting there and listening to their stories. You know, every child reading the books that they write. You know, putting up the art on their wall. They draw on your wall on the fridge. Got art all over the house. We pay for art too.
It's like, can I have that? How much you gonna give me?
Right? Kids straight hustle, man. It's like, yeah. It's okay, because I mean, it's teaching them valuable lessons in life that you can take what you love and find a way to make money for you.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't it be wonderful if all children were able to learn how they were best able to learn? If children were able to go to school and just feed into what they did well. I understand and appreciate that it's necessary to learn the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and to learn all of them. However, wouldn't it be something else if a child we were just able to nurture their interests, every unique individual. I know it's complicated, it sounds complicated. However, I mean, I think there's merit there. Not every child is meant to be a doctor or a lawyer or a professional athlete or a movie star, and that's okay, because they all have gifts that are unique to them, right? And I mean, if they were able to feed into that, I don't know, something magnificent usually comes out of it, to my way of thinking. It's just a thought. It's just a thought.
You want to wrap her up now?
Yeah, let's.
So it's already coming on our, however, 2 more days till,
TGIF.
Yeah.
We're doing albums. We're doing albums.
Heads up.
Not songs. Not songs.
Not singles.
Not singles. We're doing albums, I think, from the 70s forward on TGIF Friday. Albums. And I don't, Chris came up with that. So I'm hoping that he gonna rock it, because I know a lot of songs. I know a lot of songs. However, I don't think I know a lot of albums, so we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out on Friday what that's going to look like. So hopefully you guys will stop in and, it's Friday. We just like to kick back and have a little fun and chop it up a little bit. We might even get around
And
to a
the
little bit of
babies.
karaoke. The babies are here. The babies are here hanging out, and so we sometimes do some karaoke, and sometimes not. And we'll see what Friday feels like.
Sounds like a plan.
Last word for you, baby.
No, I'm good. I just like enjoying the company on here, and thank you to Lana for stopping in and engaging with us. And what do you
Yes,
got there,
thank you,
baby?
Nana. God bless you. We appreciate you. Miss you. I know my clothes. This is going to be a thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is going to be a thing now.
Okay.
Our words here, our closing words for our guests. And I missed Jody tonight because she had tagged us in an article on Instagram, and I wanted to get into it.
Oh, I wanted to watch
tonight.
it first.
I mean, I don't need to watch any.
Well, I need to.
No. That's not what I meant.
Oh.
That's not what I meant. What I was
Okay.
trying to say was quite simply that I know the speaker, and typically what it is, any clip that you watch of that speaker, he's saying the same thing. And this one was this particular clip was on interracial relationships.
Yeah, that's what I wanna.
And by all means,
Yeah.
by all means. And so hopefully we will see her tomorrow, and we can get into that a little bit. Those that stop by, thank you, God bless you. We appreciate you. For us, faith, family, food, and fitness. Faith, because we believe we can do all things through Him who loves us. Family, because aside from God, there's nothing and no one more important on this earth. Food, because food is medicine. And fitness, because we believe that overall wellness can be achieved by pursuing and maintaining a strong mind, soul, and body. Hence the 4Fs to manifest your best life by grace under God. In closing, I would offer you this blessing from Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. God bless you. We love you.